Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're talking about finding a solution to everything. So finding a solution, whatever the problem, and often we will find that we don't really know what the problem is. We have a symptom, so we have something going on in our life, a pattern that's showing to us, but we don't really know what that reason is. And we've looked for reasons and we think it could be this and we think it could be that, but nothing really rings true. And when we deal with those things, nothing is really resolving. So we are going to intend to find the solution to everything. I did this. I was led in bed and I was having one of those nights where I just wasn't tired at all, but I thought, no, I'm not going to get stressed. I'm going to use this. I'm really relaxed. I'm going to use this time to come up with some different things for people, for myself, which I do. And it just hit me, just ask. So just intend to find the solution to absolutely everything, whether that be for other people, whether that be for myself, whatever. Now, I didn't particularly bring this one thing in, even though I knew there was something going on within me and I didn't know what it was. And my mind had thought, well, it probably could be this, could be that. And I kind of resolved those things, but still nothing was changing. So I thought there's something else in there and I just don't know what it is. So this, I was just thinking about everything in general because I really love the resolve everything overnight technique. It's not really a technique. What we are just doing is we're connecting with the part of us that makes stuff happen, basically, whether you look at that as your subconscious, God, source. I told you I was calling my subconscious Alexa, so I've been doing that a lot. But funnily enough, when I did this, I actually referred to it as God, and I don't know where that came from. It just happened. And normally when I do that, I don't feel 100% comfortable, but I just did, and it just came out. So I just go with it. I go with whatever comes into my mind at the time. No rules here whatsoever. And I really like that. I thought, no, I've hit on something there because yeah, we can intend for the broader solution, the solution to everything without picking out certain bits that cause us resistance. So anyway, a couple of days later, I'm driving to work, something pops into my head and it wasn't triggered at all. It was seemingly random and it was a thought about me back when I was in primary school when I was 11 years old. And it just hit me all of a sudden, oh my God, that's it. That's the problem. How I felt over that year, that last year of school, wasn't anything major at all, but it was just something that I felt, a perspective I had taken, which wasn't, when I looked at the actual situation, I thought that is so far from what it actually was. But I could see how my 11-year-old brain thought that. And then I used my 52-year-old brain to rationalize it completely and go, no, because this. And actually it was a more positive perception. Well, it was a hugely positive perception. And not only did it shift that in a moment and I could feel that splinter gone, I could feel that was it. That was definitely it and it was gone. I actually felt a huge momentum behind what I had replaced it with and thought, oh my God, that really changed something within me. So what I generally do with these things is test them a few days later. How do I feel a few days later? So I went back to it a few days later. So I think this was about a week ago anyway. So a few days later, tested it again. Is that still there? Absolutely not. No way would it be, because now I've resolved it. You know, I've resolved it with putting a new perspective on it, which feels like the actual one, feels like the right thing. Absolutely right. And it not only was it gone, it was replaced with something pretty mega. So, because it just was. And I've given this to a client actually who said immediately when she did it, something came up a day or so later and she thought, oh my God, like she'd forgotten all about it. She didn't even know that was still in there. Everything's in there. Your subconscious doesn't let go of anything. It keeps every bit of information you've ever fed it, and it will give it to you. If you ask for something, it is going to show it to you. Sometimes it resolves things for you and it manifests whatever you want in life, and it goes such a way that you think, that was all inside of me. That way that unfolded was kind of really relevant to how I feel about things. Anyway, that's going off the point slightly, but anyway, so it threw something up to her that she had never even thought could even be a problem. But when she, a bit like my issue, when she kind of looked at it, she could easily dissect it and go, oh my God, yeah, that is causing this particular little spell basically that it's made. And she did exactly the same as me and resolved it in an instant pretty much, because she could easily throw another perspective on it. If it's something that's not so easily, you know, a new perspective, like a completely different one, just tweak it, it's fine. If that's been thrown up to you by your subconscious mind, if it's given you this, then you've asked for the solution to everything, so it is going to be. So for me, there was the problem that I didn't know I had, and here was the solution, all in one shot, in about 2 minutes, gone completely. And I know this will have a profound effect on the rest of my life, because it isn't there anymore. It just isn't there. It's been released, it's been dissolved, it's been erased, deleted, whatever way you want to look at it. So try that. You're just setting a simple intention. You're asking whichever way works for you. If you feel like just intending it or asking for it, you have to go with what way works for you, what feels good to you, and just let it happen. For me, I didn't even think about it again after that. It hadn't even popped back into my mind. And then when that happened, I went back to that. Oh my God, that intention, look what it did, because I'm connected with that part of me that allows me to make these changes and make these things happen. I just have to set the right instruction. That was the perfect instruction. And now I've done that, it will come up with a solution for other things for me. I don't have to keep asking it. I've already set that intention. I've already set that rule. So imagine I've set that rule within. So I've written it into my code. I've written it into the source code. So now that is going to happen for me on an ongoing basis. It won't hurt if I kind of remind it every now and again, and I might do that, who knows? I don't think so. I think now I've done it, this will just happen on autopilot because I've written the rule. Okay, I hope that this was useful. Again, it's very similar to the resolving everything overnight, but it's just sometimes we don't know things are there. And if we don't know things are there, we can't do anything about them, because we're completely unaware that we have these different issues going on. Spells that we've cast back in the day, maybe like with me when I was 11, cast a spell, dropped in there, working and doing its stuff all the way through my life. Nothing major, like I said, but major enough for it to be bothering me slightly, knowing that there was something there but didn't know what it was. Thought I'd dealt with everything it could possibly be, didn't even consider for a minute that it would be this. So anyway, I hope this was useful. Give it a go, see how you get on. If you don't know anything about me, I'm an author, I'm a mindset coach, and I'm a manifesting coach.